Hi, boys and girls at Bunch. It's Mrs. Serrani, and today I want to read you this book, The New Small Person by Lauren Child. The reason I want to read you this book is because I know that some of you have new baby brothers and sisters that have just been born. I know students from my class do, and I think some others might as well. So we're going to read a book about this child. His name is Elmore, and he has a wonderful life until one day a new person, a very small person, comes to live at his house. So let's read to find out what happens in The New Small Person by Lauren Child. The New Small Person by Lauren Child. Elmore Green started off life as an only child, as many children do. He had a room all to himself, and everything in it was his. He was very proud of his room. He watched all his favorite cartoons on his own little TV set. No one ever changed the channel. He could line up all of his precious things on the floor, and no one moved them 1 inch. When his Uncle Cecile gave him a jar of jelly beans, Elmore could eat every single bean, all by himself, in whatever order he liked. There was no need to worry about someone eating the orange ones, because Elmore's parents did not eat jelly beans. Elmore Green's parents thought he was simply the funniest, cleverest, most adorable person they had ever seen. And Elmore Green liked that, because it is nice to be the funniest, cleverest, most adorable person someone has ever seen. But then one day, everything changed. Look, somebody else came along. The new person was small and didn't do much, but still people picked it up and smiled at it and gave it things to chew. They all seemed to like it, maybe a little bit more than they liked Elmore Green. The new small person didn't like watching Elmore Green's favorite TV cartoons and would squawk until the channel was changed. Elmore did not find shows for small people at all stimulating. But everyone said that the small person couldn't help it because it was only small. Sometimes the small person would come into Elmore's room and knock things over and sit on things that didn't want to be sat on. Once it actually licked Elmore's jelly bean collection, including the orange ones. As anyone knows, jelly beans that have been licked are not nearly so nice. But everyone said Elmore could not be angry because the small person was only small. Elmore Green wished the small person would go back to wherever it came from. But Elmore's parents explained that this was not possible. The small person got bigger, and things got much worse. One day, Elmore found the small person wearing his fourth most favorite outfit, without asking. "That's mine," said Elmore. "It is not for small people." "I want to be the same as you," said the small person. But Elmore Green did not want to be the same as someone small. The small person followed Elmore Green everywhere. It wanted to sit next to him. It wanted to copy everything that Elmore did. It wanted to be everywhere that Elmore was. "Where are you going, Elmore?" said the small person. "Nowhere," said Elmore. "Can I come?" said the small person. When the small person said things like this, Elmore Green would go and sit up in a tree. He did not want someone small following him around. One awful day, the small person moved its bed into Elmore Green's room. Now Elmore couldn't get away from it. It was always there, looking at him. Sometimes it would stretch out its arms and say, "Huggle." But Elmore didn't want to cuddle up to someone small. However, one night, everything changed. Elmore Green had a bad dream. It was very upsetting. A scary thing was chasing him, waving its grabbers and gnashing its teeth. Elmore screamed, and the small person bravely got out of bed and clung onto him. "Go away, Scary!" shouted the small person. It was nice to have someone there in the dark when the scaries were around. A few days later, Elmore Green was lining up all his precious things so they reached from his bedroom door all the way down the stairs. It was a very long line of things. The small person was amazed. "Ooh," it said. "I could make them reach to the front door if I had more things," said Elmore. "I have more things," said the small person. "I have at least 5 or 3 things. You can have them." It felt good to have someone there who understood why a long line of things was so special. The next evening, Elmore was laughing at the TV. The small person looked at Elmore, and then at the TV, and then he laughed too. It was very funny. More funny somehow with 2 people laughing than just one. Elmore opened his jar of jelly beans. "You can have a jelly bean if you like, Albert." His brother Albert smiled. Elmore smiled back. "Whichever color you like," said Elmore. "Except orange." The end.